Hey guys, Nick Motor Day from Mark Supply Company. Today I have for you a 2017 BOBCAT T740 rubber track skid steer loader. This is a very, very nice machine. 1,876 hours on it. Cab heat air, power quick attach. It's an A71 pack, joystick, 18-inch wide tracks on it, 2-speed, AM/FM radio, 7-pin attachment control device. What's nice about a 740 versus a 770? This does have the BOBCAT engine in it, the Doosan motor, which I've grown to really like. As we work on them more, service them, we don't do much of anything to these engines. We put some injectors in some of the early ones. Other than that, basic service stuff. But what's nice about a 740 is a 740 is a T770 is what it is, but it has a 74 horsepower motor in it, and there is no DEF fluid. So that is one nice thing. As far as functionality and working, I think the thing has unbelievable great power. I own a 770 myself. I see little to very little difference in them. I know that there is a fair amount of horsepower difference, but there again, in my opinion, I feel that this thing will go out and work right beside that machine without any issue whatsoever. We just shot 2 videos with this machine, one of a brush cat and one of a finish mower, and I'll tell you what, very impressed with it. Handles excellent. It has honestly very, very, very good power. Joysticks, ice cold air, 2-speed. So this machine, we have just went through and done a pretty extensive service on it. We did all filters and oils. We did hub oils. When it came into me, the power bob attach cylinder was broken. And what happened was basically something come back, hit that cylinder, damaged the cylinder beyond repair. So on the front right there is a brand new, almost $870 cylinder from BOBCAT. We did go ahead and bought the factory BOBCAT hoses, which plumb back here to the power quick attach ports. Okay, so I got right around $1,180 in that, making it right. We did put 2 brand new tracks on it, and I even broke this out in the ad. $3,080 for a pair of 18-inch C-Lug from our friends down at Summit Supply. They do an excellent job with tracks. We love their tracks. That is a factory C-Lug pattern. I had $380 a piece in sprockets. We put brand new sprockets on them. That way it was done, okay? That way we didn't have some guy, and why I took the tracks off that were on it, they still had good tread in them. They had some cracks in them, and I wasn't comfortable with it. It was such a nice machine. I thought, we need to do this right. Let's take care of it. So that's what we did. Balance of the undercarriage is going to be 85%, and that's pertaining to your rear idlers, front idlers, and the bottom rollers, all in excellent condition. So there's no cylinders leaking. There is no aftermarket welding breaks, anything like that on these machines. We did everything, including put a new radio antenna on it that was broken. So that is the difference between what we do with something and you got a guy that states he run it through the shop. So I don't know how, which I see stuff go on. I don't buy auction machines, but I do see guys that literally buy something on a Tuesday or Thursday at a sale, and by Wednesday or Friday, it's through the shop and it's already online for sale. So either you've got a fleet of guys working for you that I can't seem to find, or you're not doing anything. Well, my money's on they're not doing anything. So there again, we've changed engine oil, fuel, air, hydraulic, charge fan filter. We went through everything, hub oils, including the cabin filters are all replaced in this machine. So that's a little difference of what we do here. Not trying to be a jerk or sound arrogant. It's just you sit down and we get guys that call us every day. Well, so-and-so is so much cheaper on this machine. Okay, what does he have? Well, then you come to find out ours was 1,800 hours in this case. The one that he's comparing it to is 2,900 hours, and it's 2 years older, and the tracks are shot. So it's pretty hard to beat us up on our machine when we're not even comparing apples to apples. So that's my little spiel on it. Matt and I had that conversation here last week about how people are getting to be that way. And we don't mind being beat up on a machine if we're being compared to in the same class of machine. So let's start you here in the back door. Let's take you completely around this skid loader. So In the back door here, going to be powered by a 4-cylinder turbo diesel BOBCAT engine. Again, 74 horsepower, absolutely no no DEF fluid on this machine. BOBCAT uses their own passive muffler system on these. We have never had an issue with one of those. Matter of fact, it does its own thing, and they don't even have a regen light in them, which is a great thing. We haven't had any issues with these particular engines. We did do a complete and full oil change. Engine oil. We did do the updated fuel filter, the bigger canister. We did both air filters. There is a hydraulic filter underneath the radiator cover, and we did do the cabin filters, and we did the charge fan filter. No oil leaks, no fuel leaks, nothing of that nature whatsoever in this machine. Back door is very, very nice and straight. You can see that. We did paint the back door. This back radiator cover, something had hit this at one time. Obviously, there is no damage to the radiator, but something did bump that. Whether it was off of the machine being serviced and it fell over or something, we just want everybody to see that, understand that. We're just there again. Try to go the extra mile here to show people the truth. Now, here is a classic thing on either 770s, 740s, S770s, 750s, T750s. Those mounts, excuse me, those mounts for your hoses that come through the boom, we've replaced a bunch of those. They'll crack. Those are not cracked. They're in very good condition. Cylinders, both good and dry. Again, we did a pair of tracks. We did do both sprockets. This machine, for anybody points it out and says anything, yes. This is a very typical thing here. This is a dealer repair to the track frame. Generally what happens there is a roller may have come loose. I've seen that many a times. It has been done, and that's BOBCAT's repair for that. Point that out there again. That's being 100% honest. 2-speed cab heat air machine coming forward. Now, before I get ahead of myself, white boom. The boom here, H-frame, all this is original. We did paint the back corners. We did paint this level right here because it was scratched up. We did go ahead and paint that. This is original. We did paint the front base plates of this machine, or the front boom plates right here in the cross section where you get in and out. I like stuff to look nice. I don't like to paint a whole machine. There again, a lot of this machine's original yet. Obviously, we painted the bottom gray. The cab itself is original, other than right here where you exit and enter. You'll see we touched that up just from your feet hitting it. But all the cab is original itself, okay? Coming up front, quick attach is very good and tight. Again, we covered this brand new power bob attach cylinder from BOBCAT, brand new BOBCAT factory hoses. You have your auxiliary hydraulics right here, 7-pin attachment control device, K-strain coupler. Wiper arm and door is absolutely all complete and in excellent condition. Coming into the cab, which we're going to show you here, and I forgot to mention I put a very nice 80-inch OEM BOBCAT heavy-duty track loader bucket on this. It's a very nice bucket. Coming in the cab, we're going to show you here. I'm going to fire it up. It is a keyless machine. Focus. Oh, you got to love a cell phone sometimes. Bear with me here. There we go. All right. So we're going to toggle through your keyless dash. No active warnings. There's all your parameters. Take you over here, 1,876 hours. Take you through the information. No codes. This does have auto idle. It is a standard flow machine. This also does have right here the hydraulic auto reversing fan system in it. You can press and it will kick the fan into reverse. Right there you can hear it running. That is to blow your engine out if you're working in severely dusty areas. Cab heat air. Up here, I'll activate this, show you here. 2-speed machine right there. Okay, and I can shut that fan back off. I'm gonna give this to match. AM/FM radio. One nice thing on these M series loaders, they do have adjustable slides here to make yourself a little more comfortable. And you can see here in the windows, all your window track stuff opens and closes nice. Really nice running working machine. We're going to fire this thing up, put it through its paces. Here we go. So, if you guys are honestly looking for a nice size track loader, what I like about this size of machine, the thing will do a pile of work. I've put 375 hours on my own personal T740 that I own, and that's within the last year and a half. We built a building and I used it for a lot of that work, doing underdrain where we trenched and carried stone to it. This is just, in my opinion, for what I was doing, very nice size loader. You can do something with it. Not saying that the smaller loaders don't have their time and place, because they sure do. But if you want to move a lot of product, you want something that'll push, this is a nice size little machine. I have a 450H dozer, and I've been very honest, I just cleared 15 acres of ground that I bought. And I left the dozer at home just till about a week ago. We only used it for 2 days because we needed to dress up a couple ditches with it in a field. And I took an excavator and I took my 770, and it's just amazing when you put a grapple bucket on these things, what you can do. It's just unbelievable. Very impressive machine. So keep that in mind. That's my quick 2 cents. And opinions, like everybody knows what. You know, everybody has one, so that's my opinion. 2-speed right there. I'm back into single speed. We're going to kick you into 2-speed here again. So the boom in this machine's very, very nice and tight. You'll see some of these machines got so much dangling slop in them. It's sickening. It's because guys don't realize they need to own a grease gun. But that's the world today. The skid steer is your investment. You know, take care of that investment. It'll take care of you, kind of thing. Biggest thing with rubber track skid loaders, you need to keep your hub oils changed, keep up on your maintenance. You know, in today's world, they're telling you 500 hours on engine oil. I'm not a firm believer in that whatsoever. We like to do ours every 200. Don't get me wrong, everybody do their own. You know, here again, I'm a firm believer in oil and filters is way cheaper than buying engines or rebuilding engines. So kind of keep that in mind. You know, there again, BOBCAT will tell you change the hydraulic filter, and they tell you what, 1,000 hours. And there again, I think filters are way cheaper than buying drive motors, hydrostats, whatnot. So we kind of get on this plan where on my own personal stuff, when we knock the engine oil out of it, we change the hydraulic filters. It's completely cheap maintenance. You know, and I'm the same way. Fuel filters every spring and fall. That's my opinion. You know, you need to be doing it because springtime we got these cool nights, warm days. Fall of the year, same thing. Cool nights. You know, you're getting condensation in your fuel. You're better off to keep those filters changed. Air filters need to be done, you know, obviously on 100% condition of the environment you're working on. You know, like if you took this loader and went and done a bunch of rock hounding, well, you need to keep them filters changed. Going out on your air filters. So, you can tell, very, very nice, tight machine. I am very, very happy with this skid loader. I'll go ahead and unhook the power ball attach for you. Joystick machine. I do like my joystick stuff. It all depends on what you get into. I still run the old conventional controls. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I'm going to take this one step further. You just heard the engine kick down. I'm going to keep my hands off everything here for a second. And you'll hear auto idle, broke pilot pressure, picked right back up. Now, if you can watch my hand, I'm going forward, reverse, forward, right, left. Bucket, curl, uncurl, up, down. We're going to go ahead and flip that to H pattern. I'm going to reset my brake. You're going to find that I'm going to go right, left side, boom up, boom down, boom curl, curl, uncurl. So that shows you both sets of controls are working. I'm going back to ISO. I like to do that here. Hey, is there times where things can happen, only one set of controls work? Yeah, most definitely. You know, so there again, we're trying to rule all that stuff out for a customer. When you're buying a piece of equipment like we sell it, or we're shipping it, or you're coming in here and you're driving hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of miles, I'm not going to run you in here for some piece of crap. And that's the way I feel about it. We all make mistakes, most definitely. But I think at the end of the day, I think the more honest a guy can be, truthfully show somebody what something is, take the time to do a video like we do, I think it's better for everybody involved. I really do. Because you know how the old saying goes, you sell a guy a good piece, he doesn't tell anybody. You sell a guy a bad piece, he tells everybody. It's just how it is. There again, auto idle back down. So, cab heat air, 1,877 hours now. Auto idle, cab heat air, joystick, 2-speed machine, AM FM radio, keyless dash, brand new tracks, 7-pin attachment control device, brand new power bulb attached cylinder and hoses. A very, very well kept machine, very nice running operating machine. Very, very happy to own this. Keep in mind, no def, absolutely no def in this machine, which that is, in my opinion, a selling point. I have had issues with the def in my machine. Matter of fact, BOBCAT's hooked into that more times than I care to talk about. That's an issue on BOBCAT's behalf. So you're not going to be fighting that issue with this machine, which is something great. And anytime today I can buy something for myself that has no def, there again, I think that that's a good thing. Nice running working machine. If you want to come by and see it yourself in person, I have absolutely nothing to hide. We can be reached at 814-658-3066. Please understand, factory BOBCAT bucket. And you have to step back and really look at what I've done here in this machine. There's a lot of money and a lot of value in track sprockets, the power bulb attach, and the service alone. So keep that in mind when you're buying a machine. Not every guy looks at that. So if you're a guy that's just comparing 100% price to price, you can't do that in today's world. You'll figure it out the hard way. So 814-658-3066. As always, thank you very much for checking out Mark's Supply Company. Have a great day.